Hey, gorgeous, glittery listeners, allies, mystical creatures, and possible future lovers. Welcome to Jeremy Spreads It, the podcast where I, Jeremy Spreadums, spread queer wisdom, dateable knowledge, and a bit of sass to help you slay your love life like the fabulous legend that you are. So, in this episode, we are going to be serving first date realness because whether you're 18 or 81, first dates still bring the nerves, the butterflies, and occasionally the what the hell am I doing panic mode. So I hope you're ready because this is season 2, episode 4, the first date. Making an impression, but it's divided into 4 different parts because I want to keep the episode short and sweet. Part 1 is going to be all about location, location, location for the first date. Because if you made it far enough to plan a first date with someone, you're already doing something right. So let's make sure that you don't blow it by taking him to a gas station sushi joint. Yes, this has happened to me. No, it did not end well. Okay, so let's start with the classic date, a coffee shop date. Okay, I love coffee shops. I love going to privately owned coffee shops and supporting them and hanging out in there, mellowing with the vibes. I love that. Um, Coffee shops are definitely chill. They're cute. It smells like espresso and freshly baked goodness. And there's probably Chapel Roan playing in the background, which means that you're in the right place for that first date, honey. Coffee shops are safe spaces. There's plenty of soft lighting, and it's perfect for casual vibes. You can chat, sip, nip at a little something, and scope out if the person that you're out on a first date with is as interesting as they were when you decided to arrange a date with them to begin with. If it's going well, you can grab another latte or tea and chat longer. Maybe go out on a walk together, or maybe find a little bit more of a private spot in that cafe to really get to know each other. If it's not going well, coffee shops certainly offer easy ways to escape if things start going south and take a plunge into Awkwardville. You can just say, you know what, this was nice, but I'm not really feeling the vibe anymore, or this was nice, but I'm really not um, enjoying this date. I think I'm going to be leaving. And, just know that you may hurt someone's feelings. Of course, nobody likes to be told that, but you're being honest with yourself, and hopefully that they understand that someone is being honest with them and not take it so damn personally. So you can just, after you tell them that you're going to be leaving, um, you can glide out of there like the graceful first date champ that you are. The next place to choose a first date is parks. Parks offer a low pressure environment with high vibes. Okay, you can take a walk in the park literally with that perfect somebody that you chose for this first date. Now, it's the perfect balance between adventurous and casual. There's plenty of fresh air, nature galore, people watching, and a potentially endless stream of conversation starters. From things like, oh my god, look at that cute dog, to, is that squirrel giving a side eye? That bitch. And, oh my god, is that jogger not wearing any underwear? Whoa, you can totally see everything. These are some examples of things that you can talk about at a park. One thing to consider though, if you choose a park as your first date spot, check the weather and plan accordingly. Also dress for the occasion and always have a backup plan because a romantic picnic can turn into a muddy disaster real quick if you didn't know rain was coming that day. Or it can be a really sweaty and sloppy mess and not the fun kind if it's a hot ass day. Still, if it's going well, a little stroll in the park can turn into a coffee run, maybe a casual lunch, or let's go look at that weird candle inside of that metaphysical shop down the street. Oh my God, it's so fun. If it's not going well, you know what? You can say something like, I really need to get going. Um, this was fun, but I'm not really feeling it. Again, let them down easy. I'm not saying to lie to them, but if you have to tell a little white lie, maybe you can tell them, oops, I forgot I have to go alphabetize my spice rack. Bye. Something like that. Right. Next place to choose from are casual eateries. Think a cozy sandwich spot, a laid back brunch place, or a fun taco joint. Something comfortable, queer welcoming, and cheap enough that you won't have to sell a kidney if the date is a flop. Nobody needs to spend that much damn money on a first date, especially if it might go south. In casual eateries, conversation flows easier, when you're not worried about using the wrong salad fork or mispronouncing charcuterie. Plus, if you're vibing, you can stretch the date into dessert or a little post meal adventure. Mm-mm. If there's no chemistry, you know what? You can just order that meal to go or get the rest of your food to go and peace out like a polite legend. Okay, respectfully decline the date, pay your balance if there's any, and collect your food and get the hell out of there. Exit stage left, motherfucker. Oops, sorry. Exit stage left, queen. All right, so the next place that's a suitable first date spot are, queer bars and LGBTQIA plus friendly spots. Yes, please. You know what? You get to have the fun, flavor, and freedom to be yourself without worrying about some rando at table 3 giving you the side eye for holding hands or pecking at each other's lips. Sometimes it happens, okay? You just gotta peck at each other's lips when you're dating somebody because they're that damn cute. At a gay bar or LGBTQ friendly spots, most of the time they are going to have drinks, so getting a little drink or a mocktail, if that's your thing, can help loosen up the vibe without, locking you into a long sit down situation. You can then talk, laugh, scope the room, and decide if you're feeling a second round or sometimes a strategic Irish goodbye if needed. hmm so if sparks are flying, you can move to a corner booth. You can also hit the dance floor or bond over the latest news or pop culture because, there's always plenty of that. If they're boring or weird, one drink, a lighthearted farewell, and beeline to the nearest exit is going to help you get the heck out of there quick. Just don't drink so much that you start talking about your childhood trauma in detail, okay? We're trying to flirt and keep things light here. It's the first date. Don't unpack all of your darkest secrets just yet. This can be handled later on if things do go well. Now, the last locations I'm going to talk about are for unique dating ideas. So if you are the artsy, quirky, I'm different type who wants to wow somebody with your creativity, I got you. Okay, you can try an art gallery or museum. Those are fun. Okay, they're classy, chill, full of great combo starters as well. And you can low key test your date's personality. Like if they stand in front of an abstract sculpture and then say, you know what, this reminds me of capitalism, you may want to keep them. Okay, I'm just saying, you may want to keep them for a while. There's also like bookstores, dates. Bookstores are intimate, they're intellectual, they're adorable, and you can pick out books for each other. Laugh at weird titles, bond over shared literary trauma, like, we all cried at Romeo and Juliet when they did the remake with Leo DiCaprio. Okay, that was a fun one. Okay, and then there's also like street fairs, there's comedy nights, like stand up comedy shows, there's mini golf, food truck crawls. All of these are really unique, fun ideas because interactive dates are underrated and also unforgettable. You'll laugh, bond, and instantly know if they can keep up with your chaotic fabulousness. So, some final thoughts. Pick a place that matches your energy as well as the energy of the person that you're going to be dating so that you can both unwind comfortably and get to know each other. So, whether you're a cozy introvert, a glittery extrovert, or something wildly in between, your first date spot should reflect you and hopefully vibe with the date as well. Vibe with your date as well. Pick somewhere that makes you both feel Pick somewhere that makes you both feel safe, sexy, and free to be your fabulous selves. Because a good first date location sets the tone, honey. And we're aiming for flirtatious fireworks, not I never want to see this person again vibes. But you know what? Again, that still may occasionally happen here and there. So just be prepared. Okay, and then that wraps up part one of the first date, making an impression. In the next episode, we'll be diving into part two, mastering the art of first date dialogue. Because once you're in the right place, you gotta bring the right words, honey. So if you love today's episode, leave me a rating, slide into my DMs if you want to chat, and share this with your single bestie who needs a little dating motivation check. Hoorah! Until next time, be bold, be smart, stay hot, and always spread queer love and information. Bye, Felicia.